Yeah, Vishal.
Yes, Ram.
Hi, Vishal.
Yes, can you hear me? Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm waiting to class or shall I start the class or then I'm waiting for 5 or 10 minutes. Oh, okay. Yeah, hi Chaudhary. And what is the last concept, Narshin? Ibrahim, what is the last concept? Yesterday I was discussing to which concept? Anybody?
I think we were talking about how to define a variable, static, non-static.
Hmm. Is the over? Non-static and static both of you both are over concept.
Are you asking me?
Yeah, yeah. Was non-static and static both the two concepts are over yesterday.
I didn't get what you're asking. Two concepts are?
Non-static and static, the two concepts are completed or not yesterday?
Yeah, it was fine. Everything was fine. I think. Yeah, I think you completed.
Okay. Next one is nothing but then already yesterday I was discussed to how to define non-static variable, then how to access the non-static variables, how to declare
Yeah,
the non
yeah,
uh,
yeah. Yesterday you did how to access the static and non-static variable.
variable, then how to
Mm.
define that variables, how to access the within the class, outside of the classes, then
Yes,
how to
yes,
access that sets of our.
yes,
Then
yes.
after I will discuss to default initialization. Default initialization. The uninitialization uninitialization of the non-static and static variables. The JVM provide default values at the time of runtime. At the time of runtime. The default initialization means the uninitialization variable of the uninitialization uh, variable variables of static and non-static. The JVM provide default values. The JVM provide default values at the time of runtime. At the time of runtime, and the default initialization. The default initialization. The default initialization not applicable for local variables. The default initialization not applicable for not local variables. For example, like then I will comments and here like a class gf save here I will declare to boolean. And then in case I will these are the static variables static variables static variables static variables. Okay, like how to access the BSIL, how to access the 4 variables, then how to access the remaining 4 variables. Anybody?
The first four, we have to create an object because
Object.
non-static.
Yeah, okay. Okay, like a system dot d1 dot d1 dot x d1 dot y d1 dot
It should be def, def instead of it.
Yes, yes. It is a boolean. There is no any variable.
Yeah.
Like a system dot out dot println. Print. Next. Next. Java def. Because these are the default values. These are the default values. Then after again I will how to access the F, D, CH and character, then directly available because these are the remaining 4 characters are static variables. The static variables are within the main method directly available like a system dot out dot println is equal to d1 dot f d1 dot what's the class name d1 dot d1 dot flag save
No, saving.
okay now. These are the default values like the first are 4 are category integer category. The first four are 4 integer category and the 2 are float category and these are the it is a spaces, it is a character category and the default values of boolean is equal to false. Okay now. Right now the data type starting letter is right now small letter and by to be small letter, short s capital letter, int I small letter, long val small letter. If in case to specify the capital letter and no need of specify L. Right now the data type starting letter is a capital letter. What is the value? Null, 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 null. Because it is not a default values. Because it is a duplicate values. Because the float, double, long, short, byte. These are the class names. These are the class name. The class name default value is equal to null. Here, what I am declaring, what I am discussing here is, if you can define any data type, if you can define any data type, the data type starting letter should be a small letter. If you can define any data type, the data type starting letter should be a small letter. If in case to specify the capital letter, if in case you can declare the capital letter, the JVM treat as a class name, the class name default value is equal to null. Is it clear everyone? Narsin Ibrahim and Amin Chaudhary.
Yeah, I have a question, sir.
Yeah, ask me.
Yeah, you told that the non-static we need to create an object, but
Yeah,
the static we can directly call.
yeah.
But still, I see that we have to use the D1. the object.
Yeah, directly available, no problem. After I will discussing how to use the object, no problem. Sorry.
Oh, we can call it like this. Okay.
Yeah, after I will discussing that concept, no problem. Is that clear? Is it
Yes,
clear?
but why you made the capital letter, the first four variables name, the first name you started the capital?
Because the byte to short to long flow to double boolean, these are the class names. Because you can define any data type. The data type starting letter should be a compulsory small letter. At the time, the JVM treat as a data type. If in case to specify the capital letter, the JVM treat as a class name. The class name default value is equal to null. Okay now.
Okay.
Which classes
Okay.
means? Which class name means? Which class name means wrapper classes. Which classes means wrapper classes. Wrapper classes. The wrapper class default value is equal to null. The wrapper classes default value is equal to null. Okay now. And in case, then how to prove? How to, what is the proof of the byte is a class name means like a simple system dot out dot println is equal to d1 dot b dot get class. Say
Question is not regarding the lecture. Can we get the lecture link?
what machine? Machine.
Yeah, like we are supposed to get the lecture link from Thursday so that we can get to the class again whenever we have available time. So, but until now we didn't get the link of the class.
Because it is a different app. I am not performing like that.
Uh,
I am performing only default initialization.
Sorry.
I am not accessing any class outside of the class properties. I am performing only class operation.
No. Actually, it's not about the lecture. Like the recording, the class, our class, every class should be recorded, and we should have the link so that we can watch the class again.
Okay, after here, the B is a class name. B is a class name. See that what is the class name like? Which class means Java dot lang dot byte class. Class name is like it to specify means d1 dot b. B is a variable of which class variable? Byte class variable value. B is a variable of which class variable value? Byte class variable value. Then simply to specify d1 dot b is equal to get class. In case, then I will write to another one is a system dot out dot println is equal to println is equal to d1 dot f dot get class. Yeah, sorry, because it is uninitialized variable. Uninitialized variable compulsory need for initialization. Yeah, I'm saving or not? Point exception. What? Save. Sorry, I'm not declaring any value that float value. Save. Incompatible types. Yeah. What is the value? Null point exception Java dot null. Sorry, because byte b is equal to 0. Null pointer exception. Sorry. Required to int. Required to float. Okay now. Java dot long dot float class. Java dot long dot float class. Because right now it is a class or not? Like I see that I will show it the Java dot long dot class. See that class name is Java dot long dot float, for example, like it. Where is that when means like this one under C drive, C drive under program files under Java folder is there, Java folder under JDK, JDK under SRC folder open, Java dot long dot byte. Okay, because it is a one type of class. One type of class. That is the reason. What is the default? Okay, now, if every class internally it will maintain the like a wrapper classes. Which type of wrapper classes means like a primitive wrapper classes. Primitive where wrapper classes. Okay, now, like if you want to like a system dot out dot print ln is equal like a flag dot get class flag dot saved. Okay, null part I will not specify any value. Then here directly I will specify to false. Okay, now what is the class name? Boolean is the capital letter. Which classes means Java dot long dot Boolean. In case I will specify to small letter. In case I will specify to class small letter. What is the meaning of? Means Boolean cannot be dereferred because it is not any class name. Okay, now that is the reason we can define any data type. We can define any data type. The data type letter starting letter should be a small letter. Small letter. If in case to define capital letter, the starting letter of data type, the JVM treat as the class name. The class name default value is equal to null. The class name default value is equal to null. It's a clear everyone? Asan, Amin Chaudhary, Ibrahim and Narshin? Any doubt?
Yes.
Okay now. And next one is nothing but a like a next typecast. Typecasting. Then what is the typecasting means? What is the
Could you please just tell the last three statements, system out println D1 we get class? Just tell me the short
because it
class.
is because the get class is nothing but a method of byte class. Get class. Then right now in B variable, like a B is nothing but a one type of variable of which class? Byte. Okay now. Then what is the get class means? Then how to right now that variable contain any class or not? Okay now. Get class means particular class of dot class file is nothing but a get class method. How to retrieving the one dot Java program dot class file. One dot Java program dot class file means using nothing but a get class. For example, like a there system dot out dot println. Then what is in our right now? What is the object name? Narshin. What is the object of address?
Which one?
Right now,
Which
what is
one?
the object of address? This program.
Is D1.
Yeah. D1 dot get class. What is the class name? D1 is a which class variable? Narshin.
Yes. Yes.
Which class name? Def. Like as well as Java dot
Yeah.
long dot like Java dot long dot float Java dot. It is nothing but like a class. It's a clear or not, Narshin?
Yeah. Yeah. It's clear.
Yeah. Next, typecasting. Typecasting means like a it is a if x is equal to or the float f is equal to x. What is the typecasting means? One primitive data type variable value. One primitive data type variable value like a int x is equal to 10. That is a one type of primitive variable. Then how to assign one primitive data type variable value to another primitive variable is called typecasting. What is the typecasting means? One primitive data type variable value, then to assign into another primitive data type variable. Another primitive data type variable is called typecasting. The typecasting is also two types. First one is a explicit typecasting. Explicit typecasting, and the second one is implicit typecasting. Explicit typecasting and implicit typecasting. What is the explicit typecasting? What is the explicit typecasting is? Explicit typecasting. What is the explicit typecasting is? One primitive data type variable value assigned into another primitive data type variable in our specification is called explicit typecast. One primitive data type variable value assigned into Another primitive data type variable in our specification is called explicit typecasting. When the explicit typecasting is need, when the explicit typecasting is need means the bigger value insert into a smaller value, the bigger value inserted into a smaller value, at that time using nothing but a explicit typecasting. Explicit typecasting. For example, like a, then I will take one example. Save ex.java. Then here I will specify to like a, what is explicit typecasting? The bigger value inserted into a smaller value. Smaller value. For example, like a double D is equal to 10. What is the size of the double? 4 bytes. And float F is equal to D. Then what is the size of the float? 4 bytes. Then it will be possible or not? It is a possible or not? Chaudhary? Sorry. Double size is equal to 8 bytes. Is it possible?
No.
Because typecasting it will be occur. Java C ex dot Java means possible loss of projection line number 6. Line number 6. Because the float size is equal to 4 bytes and double size is equal to 8 bytes. The 8 bytes data direct, it will not possible to assign into a float because the float value memory size is very small, means 4 bytes. The double memory size is equal to 8 bytes. That is the reason simply the double D variable to convert into a float. At the time, the float data type F, the float data type F treat as a D is a variable of float. The D is a variable of float. In case without float, like the float data F value, F variable, that D variable treat as a double value. Okay, that is a type conversion. That is a type conversion. See that output. Okay, because here what is the bigger value? Double, and what is the smaller value? Float. Then how to insert means when the explicit typecasting is made means the bigger value inserted into a smaller value at that time using nothing but a explicit typecasting, because automatically it will not possible to perform the explicit typecasting. Compulsory user basic, compulsory involving to user or client within the program then to perform the explicit typecasting. Explicit typecasting. For example, like a, then I will take one more, that is a char ch. Like here I will specify to, for example, like a v. Then what is the size of the character? 2 bytes. Then byte to b is equal to, then I will take ch. Like what is the size of this one? 1 byte. Then like a b dot, b, say possible loss of projection, because the double size is equal to 2 bytes. The byte size is equal to 1 byte. Then how to assign value of ch into b means it will not possible at that time. Then to specify the byte means the right now ch is a byte. It's a clear 1 byte. It is nothing but a ASCII value of v variable. ASCII value of V variable. That is nothing but like a explicit typecasting. Any doubt this program? Hassan, Amin Chaudhary, Ibrahim and Narshin?
No.
Okay, now you know what is the ASCII value. Hassan, it's clear for you?
Yeah, trying to understand.
Yeah. Ibrahim, is that fine? Okay. Yeah. Okay. It's clear, Ibrahim.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. It is nothing but explicit typecasting. Explicit typecasting means the user involving to within the program. The type of casting is nothing but a explicit typecasting or user specification. User specification to mention that statement is nothing but like a explicit typecasting. And one more is nothing but like a implicit typecasting. And the second one is nothing but a implicit typecasting. Implicit typecasting means, what is the implicit typecasting means? The JVM automatically converts into a, the JVM automatically converts into a one primitive data type variable value assigned into a another primitive data type variable is called implicit typecasting means when the implicit typecasting is need, when the implicit typecasting need means the smaller value, the small value insert into a bigger value. At that time using nothing but a implicit typecasting. For example, like I will take one example. Like a class name is IM, save im.java. Then here means a small value. For example, like a float f is equal to 100. What is the right now float value? 4 bytes. Then double D is equal to F. Automatically convert, or we are taking any type conversion? Arshin?
Automatic.
Automatically.
It should go automatically.
Yes, because the float value is equal to 4 bytes, the double value is equal to 8 bytes. Then automatically it will convert. There is no any problem. Okay. Java C. im.java. Okay, 100. In case to specify the like a double also, no problem. Space There is no any problem because like the double value it will be converted into a float to double because it is a small memory. Then I will specify to float also. No problem. Because the double value up to 4 bytes it is a free because the float value 4 bytes are occupied within the double D 4 bytes. Then remaining float bytes are free. You can store any data type. There is no problem. There is no any problem. Okay, now that is nothing like a automatically conversion, like a implicit typecasting. In case like a byte no byte, then I will take char ch is equal. Then I will specify to character compulsory single quotation. I will specify the star. Then int I is equal to ch. Right now, what is the character size? 2 bytes. Then here I will specify to I value. Save. Value 42. That is not 42 is nothing but a ASCII value of star. ASCII value of star. That is nothing like a implicit typecasting. That is nothing but a implicit typecasting. Any doubt? Hassan, Chaudhary, Ibrahim and Narsing? Any doubts? It's a clear?
What is the star thing for?
It's the ASCII value.
ASCII.
ASCII value. Okay. Then you can open internet. Like a within the like a ASCII table is there. ASCII value, the separate table is there. A 0 to 1 and ASCII value. These are the symbol. Okay, my name is 42. Is star or not? Hassan, it's a clear?
Yes, sir. Clear. Thanks.
Because it is a star. Okay. These are up to 255, the ASCII values is there. Up to 255. Okay, now leave it, no problem. It is nothing but a implicit typecasting. Implicit typecasting. And one more important concept is nothing but a non-static method or a static method. Non-static and static method. Or are instance methods. Or are instance methods. Save reg.java program. Then right now, void a. It is a static method or non-static method? Anybody?
Non-static.
Non-static method. Then what is the
Non-static.
difference between this? Yeah, what is the difference between this one and this one? Harshit, what is the difference between both?
One has to.
Is it static and non-static, or is there any other? Both of them are method, but
Yeah, both of the methods. The void A is nothing but a non-static method and public static void main is a static method. Then here I will specify to a string username is equal to like a Naveen. Next string password. How to access the 4 variables by using object. R1 is equal new origin. Okay. System dot out dot R1 dot R1 dot set. Username username. Okay, now we know right now because it is nothing like a registration. Then I will take one more concept is nothing but a login page. Login page. What is the common fields of registration and login page? Rashid? What is the common fields?
Sorry, what you said?
What is the common fields in username and registration registration and login page? What is the common field?
Sorry.
Okay. In the real time, if any application, what is the common fields of registration page and login page?
I don't know.
They both need password.
Username and password. The username and password is a common fields of registration page and login page. Registration page and login page. Right now, already the username password variables are available in the registration.java program. Again, don't declare the username and password variables within the login page. Why means, if in case to declare the username and password variable again within the login.java program, the code complexity will increase. And when you can define the username and password variable within the login.java program, the code complexity will be higher. Now tell me.
You are not audible for a few seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did not catch your voice for last 1 minute. So
Okay. It's okay right now.
yeah.
Yes.
Okay now. Because here already the username and the password variables are available registration.java program. If in case we can define username and password variables, again within the login.java program, the code complexity it will be increase. Okay, when the code complexity it will be increase. When the code complexity the already the username and password variables are available within the registration.java program. If in case we can define again username and password variables within the login page, the time complexity it will be increased. When the time complexity is increased, automatically the space complexity is also increased to a particular object or particular application. Is it clear to everyone?
you're saying we
Yeah.
don't need to define it.
Because correct. If in case you can define username and password within the login.java program, the code complexity it will be increased or not, Chaudhary?
Yeah, it will increase.
Yeah, that is the reason. Already in our application or in our program or in our project, already the username and password fields are available within the registration.java program. Within the registration.java program, the username and the password is a non-static variable. Username and password is a non-static variable. Then to access the username and the password variables, registration.java program into login.java program, how to access? Anybody? How to access username and the password?
Isn't by defining object?
Yes, which class object, login.java program or registration object?
Registration object.
Registration.
Registration. Okay, this is fine. Right now, G1 contains how many variables? G1 contains how many variables?
4.
4 variables. But I want to 2 variable out of 4. System dot out dot println is equal G1 dot username okay na Naveen and HYD at the rate of 123. Here if any common fields are, if any common data is available, if any application, if any common data or common information is there, if any application, if any program, if any project, the common data, then to specify the within the method. For example, my question is within the registration.java program, I was declared to 500 variables. The 500 variables, out of 500 variable, I want 250 variables within the login.java program. Because to access the one by one variable registration.java program into login.java program, it is a time taken process. Is that clear, everyone?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. If like a registration.java program, 500 variables are there. 500 variables there. Then 200 variables compulsory to access the login.java program. Then one by one access the variable, it is a time taken process. What are the common data? What is the common fields? And what is the common information of if any application, if any project? The common information you can store here within the methods. Is that clear to everyone?
No,
Awesome.
it's not clear. It's not clear.
Yeah. It's not clear.
No. Can you repeat that, please?
Here, registration.java program, for example, like a 500 variables are there, Asan. Then out of 500, I want to 200 variables within the login.java program. Then to access the one by one variable registration.java program into login.java program, it is a time taken process. What is the common information? What is the common fields and what is the common data? We can store the data within the if any method like a non-static or static method. Okay. What is the common data? System dot out dot println is equal to username. Println is equal to password. And it is nothing but like a 1 minute. All of you please wait for 2 minutes. Then I will again connect it. 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Wait for that pass. Yeah. Thanks for everyone. Yeah, because some work is there. Yeah. Here, what is the purpose of the methods and what is the purpose of the non-static and static methods means if any common data is there, the common data can store it within the method. Like to common is this one, to common is this one. No need of. Then directly to call this method. This method contains username and password. It will be executed within the main method. It's a clear. Narshin, Ibrahim, Amit Chaudhary, and Hasan.
Can you go to the to the top of the program?
Yeah.
Is the same program, right, that you compiled before? Okay, you are just adding 9th and 10th line.
Yeah,
Why is
yeah,
it
yeah.
so?
Because it is a common information about the any like a login.java program and the username and password data is compulsory need for registration.java program and login.java program. It is a common data. The common
Yes.
data can store within the methods.
Okay.
Without methods, you can compile and you can define the program. There is no problem. But using methods, the code complexity it will be reduced. Then how to reduce the code complexity? Then I will show it. No problem.
Okay.
Okay now. Then right now it is a non-static or static method. Public void A. It is a non-static or static method.
Non-static?
Then how to access the non-static method within the main method?
Get an object.
Already object is there. Then simple R1 dot A. Is it clear to everyone? A is the method name. When you can declare the method name, automatically within the parameters, within the methods of data, it will become to main method. Within the main method, the methods of data it will be execute. Okay now, when you can define R1.A, automatically this statement it will be called to A. This method. This method it will be execute a 18th line because the method name is there. Is it clear to everyone? Narshin, Ibrahim, Narshin.
Yeah, we are writing r1.a. We are making extends that another method. So because we are adding another method here, public void a. That's why because we already have register r1 equal to new register, and then
Yeah,
again we are defining r1 already because we have like two method here. This is under two method like public void and public static void.
because it is a main method. If you want to any data, if you want any methods data, that methods are compulsory come into within the main method. Both are different. It is a main method and it is a non-static method. Don't compare A and main method. The Java program execution start from main method. If you want to any data output, if you can define means you can access the data within the main method. Is it clear to everyone? Chaudhary,
Yeah.
Ibrahim?
Yes.
I
Okay.
didn't understand. Sorry. The main method means it starts with this code, public static void,
Yeah.
like that.
The Java program the run process starts from main method. What you are writing the coding is how many statements are available within the main method. The only statements it will be get the output only. It will not possible to get the output outside of the main method.
Okay.
Okay, now that is the reason we can define any methods outside of the main methods. Outside of the main method is compulsory to access the within the main method.
Okay.
Is it clear, Asan?
Clear. Clear.
Yeah. Save. Then I will compile Java C. Wow. What is my class name? Yeah, sorry. Java C. Okay, same data. Then come to here. Right now, the A is a non-static or static method.
Non-static.
Non-static. How to access the non-static method outside of the class? How to access the non-static method outside of the class?
Construct. Creating object.
Non-static, simple is nothing but an object. Already the object is created. Then I want a username and a password. The username and the password is already available within the A method. don't access line by line and variable by variable. Then already the coding is available. G1 dot A. Okay, G1 contains 4 variables, 4 non-static variable, 1 non-static method is there right now, G1. Here also the R1 contains 1 non-static method and 4 non-static variable is there. That is the reason to access the non-static method within the main method. Then I am using the object of address. Right now R1 contains how many properties are there means 4 non-static properties and 1 non-static method there, because it is also outside of the main method. If you can define any statement outside of the main method, the outside of the, when you are creating the object, the outside of the data compulsory it will be stored within the object of address. Right now here also the 4 variables and the non-static method is also outside of the main method. Once you can declare the object, the outside of the total properties to allocate a memory within the main method, this operation perform JVM. Is it clear to everyone? Narsin, Ibrahim, Chaudhary and Hassan.
Yes.
We can define like a 1 lakh statements, 1 lakh statements, 1 lakh statements outside of the main method. If you want to output 1 lakh statements output, then when you are creating the object, immediately the R1 contains how many statements means 1 lakh statements, because the 1 lakh statements are available outside of the main method. That is the reason if you want to any data, main class to main method, if you want to any data main class to main method using nothing but a object. When you are creating the object, the total main class properties it will be transferred to main method of object. Okay, next. Here also login.java program. When you are creating the object, the total registration.java program main class data. Main class data contains what is the data? 4 non-static variable, 1 non-static method. Means when we are creating the reg.java program object, the totally 4 non-static variable and the non-static method, it will be stored in a G1. Okay now, here within the G1 address, the A non-static method is available. Simple G1.A. Then what is the object address means? Like it is a object, then object of address is equal to G1. Then my variables are username, password, Gmail and address, and another method is nothing but a void a open and close, because it is also non-static property. If you want to use any non-static property, then compulsory need for object of address. Then when you are creating the registration.java program, the JVM allocate a memory within the reg.java program properties within the login.java program main method. I want to within the object I want to only a method. Then I am using G1.a. Here also G1.a. I can see that output. Is it clear? Naveen and right now, before object, how many statements, and after you can use non-static method, how many statements? Without a non-static method, how many statements? 3 statements, including object. But using non-static method, how many statements? 2 statements. Okay now, because the code complexity it will be reduced. The time complexity is also reduced. Is it clear to everyone? Hassan, Chaudhary, Ibrahim and Narshin? Any doubt?
Yes.
Is it clear, Narshin?
Yeah, it's clear.
Yeah, thank you. And Ibrahim, sorry, Abraham, it's a clear?
Yes.
Because before non-static method, how many statements? 3 statements. When you are using non-static method, automatically the code complexity will be low. When the code complexity is low, automatically the time complexity is also low. Means reduce. Okay, Chaudhary, any doubts?
No.
Okay, also any doubts? Okay, that is the information about the basic concepts, like how to declare the variables, how to declare the properties, then how to define the variable. It's the basic programmatic level. Not it is not a syllabus. Then tomorrow, most of the tomorrow onwards, I will start with uh, codes content. Then I will start Vishal. Vishal. Mm, back up there. Back. Mohan. Sorry, Vishal.
He might be back by 9.
What, Chaudhary?
No, he might be back by 9, I think.
9 o'clock.
I'm assuming, I'm not sure.
9 means like right now what is the time, Chaudhary?
Now, 10 minutes to, now it's 8:50.
8:15, 1-5.
Yeah, 8:50. So 10 minutes, maybe after 10 minutes he might be
Okay,
back.
okay. Here, the one more is, yeah, can we, one more is nothing but a, if the method is, it is a non-static method. It is a non-static method. Then the method is, for example, like a static. The within the static method, the username and password variables are available directly. Anybody? Then the username and password variables are available or not directly within the EA method.
Directly.
Yeah, directly available.
Directly available. Because it is a, okay, come to point here. It is a static method or not? Public static void main. If you want to G variable username, password and address, then how to access that variables within the static block or static method? Directly available or we are creating any object?
Direct,
What?
I think directly available.
What, Chaudhary? I'm not getting, sorry.
Yeah, no need of object, I guess.
Yeah, no need of object because it is a non-static method. To access the non-static method within the static main method using nothing but object. It is also static method. It is also static method. Both are static method, but the method name is a different. Here the method name is a main, and that location the main method is a. The method name is a. But both working systems are same or not? Both are public static void a, public static void main. It is a main method and it is a method. Here to access the username, password, Gmail and address variable, it is a non-static variable. Then how to access the non-static variable within the main method? By using object, absolutely. Then as well as, then how to access the username, password, Gmail address and within the A method? How to access? The username and password, Gmail address is a non-static variable or static variable? Chaudhary?
Non-static.
Then how to access the non-static within the static method?
Object.
Directly available. I will explain. Right now also I was explained to clearly. Right now the public static void main public static void. To access the username, password and Gmail. To access the username, password, Gmail and address. Within the main method right now I am creating one object like reg r1 is equal to reg constructor. Like as well as if you want to any variable non-static variable within the static method directly available or by using any object.
I think object.
Yes, correct. Because it is also main method. Public static keyword. It is also static keyword. And here wide. It is wide. Here method name is a main. Here method name is a. Both are same. But the static method is available outside of the class. If you want outside of the static block, then compulsory to access it within the main method. Okay, now then you can create a object. Then, like I will comments 1 minute. Then I will take like a public static void save. Here what is my question means? Like I will take one. See that clearly, please listen this architecture. Then here, it is a object of address. The object divided into two parts. One part is a one part is a one part is a one part is a object of the class. The another part is a
I think you can use the pen on the top menu bar. That will be more clear.
is a context of the class. Okay. Here I will write the object of the class, object of the class and context of the class. Okay, it is the object of the class and it is a object of the class and it is a context of the class. The object of the class, it will be stored only non-static properties. The object of the class memory, it will be contain only non-static properties, and the The static properties contains context of the class. It's clear to everyone? The object of the class and the context of the class. If any class maintain two memories, object of the class and the context of the class, the object of the class contains uh, non-static properties and the context of the class contains static variables. Sorry, static properties. Static properties. Then how to access the right now the username, password, Gmail and address is available. Which memory, context of the class or object of the class? Hello? Anybody? Right now the username, password,
Is
Gmail
it,
address.
is it context? Is it context?
Here, object of the class and the context of the class. The object of the class contains, this memory contains only non-static properties memory allocation. The context of the class, it will be allocated only static properties. Then right now, the username, password, Gmail address, it will, the four variables are allocated memory, object of the class or context of the class.
Object.
Object.
Yes, correct. Like a username, password, Gmail, like a address. And this method is allocated main method. It is a non-static or static method.
Non-static.
The non-static method memory allocated object of the class or context of the class.
Object.
They're like what is the method name by IDA? Wide. Okay. Then the static, the B method is allocated memory context of the class or object of the class,
Context.
because it is a static property, means like a B method. And the main method is located in, it is a main method is a context of the class or object of the class. Main method, the main method memory,
Context.
because it is also static property. It is also okay. That means the object of the class contains only non-static properties and the context of the class contains static properties. Right now the main method is available which memory, context of the class or object of the class?
Context.
So
Context.
context of the class. Yeah. If you right now username and password and variable is available which memory?
Object.
Object of the class. Okay now. If you want to username, password, Gmail and address, object of the class into context of the class, then compulsory need for object. It's a clear, Narshin. If you want to non-static properties, means object of the class properties are accessed within the context of the class, then compulsory need for object. For example, like the public static void B, it is a context of the class or object of the class?
Object.
Public static void B.
Object.
Object or context? Static keyword is there.
Oh, sorry.
Public
Yeah, it should be
context.
context.
Context. Right now the username and the password variables are object of the class or context of the class properties?
Object.
Object of the class. To access the object of the class properties within the context of the class, then compulsory need for object. It's clear to everyone? Here also,
Yes.
main method. The main method is public static void main. It is a context of the class or object of the class. Public static void main.
The context.
Context. How to access the non-static variable within the main method? How to access the non-static variable within the main method? If any class.
Object.
Object. Means here also the main method username and password, and this method is also object of the class properties. If you want to object of the class properties within the context of the class, then compulsory need for object. Here also I am discussing in the same point. To access the object of the class properties within the context of the class, then compulsory you can create a particular class of object. Is that clear to everyone or not? Means to access the any non-static variable, non-static methods within the static block, then compulsory need for object. Is that clear or not, everyone? Asan Chaudhary,
Clear.
yeah.
Yeah, it's clear.
Then how to access the context of the class properties within the object of the class means directly available.
Yeah, it should be directly.
Directly available. Yes, correct. For example, like a password is a static. Password is a static. Right now, the triple A means right now A is a non-static or static method.
Non-static.
Non-static method. Within the non-static method, how many variables are available? Username and password. The username is a non-static variable and the password is a static variable. Means here the username value is already available within the object of the class. The username variable already available within the object of the class. The object of the class properties within the object of the class directly available. No need of any specification. But the object of the class means what is the object of the class? A. The A method compulsory need for one static. But the static properties memory allocate available within the context of the class. Right now, to access the password variable, right now the password variable is available within the context of the variable. Sorry, context of the class memory. To access the context of the class properties within the object of the class, then directly available means directly to access. Is it clear to everyone or not this concept?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because simple logic. If you want to, you can create any object like that. Then you can split it in non-static properties and object of the class properties. Context of the class and object of the class. To access the object of the class properties within the context of the class, then you can create an object. What is the object of the class properties? Non-static properties is nothing but a object of the class, and the context of the class is nothing but a main method. Then the non-static means object of the class properties to access the context of the class, then compulsory need for object. And one more, my question is, the object internally divided into a two parts. One part is the object of the class and the second part is nothing but a context of the class. Then you can provide highest priority which class memory. What is the what is the
Non-static is the.
okay? What is the better one?
Non-static.
Because
I think static because it's directly available.
because the object of the class contains two parts. One part is the object of the class and the context of the class. To provide the highest priority object of the class and the context of the class means context of the class. Why means the main method memory is available within the context of the class. Without main method memory, it will not possible to run the Java program. Is it clear to everyone?
Yeah.
Yes or no? Narshin?
Yes.
Yeah. Why
Yes.
means to give the priority context of the class. Why means the main method is located within the context of the class. Within the context of the class, we cannot perform any operations like just to define the program, but it will not possible to implement the implement the program. If you can implement the Java program, you can implement also run the Java program. Compulsory you can create compulsory you can define the main method. And if you want to main method, if you want to main method, compulsory need for context of the class.
Okay.
Okay. Any doubts, Arshin?
Yeah, yeah, everything is fine.
Yeah, thank you. And Ibrahim, any doubts?
No.
Chaudhary?
Yeah, I'm fine. Thanks.
Yes. And please uh, study that materials. Then what is in our requirements? Then what is the process? Then easy to understanding Java program.
Which materials? The website
Yeah,
tutorial? Okay.
yeah. Already I will open before. Please see that one second. Vishal?
Ram? Yes, Ram?
Yeah. Tomorrow what time I will start the class because today the backup sessions classes are over.
Tomorrow 8 o'clock, same time.
Or like 6 o'clock means yeah, IST time is
Yeah, 8 o'clock is like your would be something around about
7.
6:30 or 7, 7. I think so, 7.
IST time would be 7.
6:30 Vishal.
Yeah, 8, 8 p.m. IST time, the regular
Chaudhary.
8 p.m. That's the regular time.
IST time 8
8 p.m. IST, matlab, that is an EST time, Eastern time.
IST means 6. IST is the 6:30. If the EST is the difference is 1.5 hour.
Yep. So your session would start by in Indian time it would be 6:30, and in US time it would be 8 p.m. Eastern time.
Yeah, yeah. And information passed to remaining people's Vishal tomorrow. Then I will start the course. It will be start. Then please inform to remaining people's.
Yeah, I'm going to fire the mail by tomorrow to all the peoples that
Exactly.
we are
Each
on.
and every person to attend the class because without attend the class, there is no understanding. If that basic because before I will discussing only basics, but tomorrow onwards, then I will start with the course of core Java.
Yep. So we're gonna to do that thing. No worries. Right.
Okay, okay. And more Vishal, the batch is finalized or not?
Yeah, it's like now let us see. It's like everything entire week is over, right? Monday is like you would be having the final batch in your hand.
Okay, no problem.
Okay.
Okay, Ite Vishal.
Yeah, everything is okay.
Thank you, thank you,
Thank you, Ram. I mean to say
thank you,
wonderful
thank you,
teaching,
thank you,
and
thank you,
yeah, everyone, thank
thank
you
you.
for attending the lecture, and yeah, please be on the time tomorrow, right? Don't miss the session. Be sharp on 8 p.m. Eastern time. In the lecture Saturday you are having the lecture, and again we will be having on Monday, right? Sunday holiday, right?
Okay.
Everyone,
Okay. Thank you.
Okay,
thank you,
thanks.
thank you, everyone.